What's going on, everybody? I'm Joe of All Vapes, and welcome to the first review of 2016. 2015 was a pretty good year for me. It was my breakout year, had a lot of good reviews, and it is absolutely nothing compared to the reviews that I have coming up. I've got a lot of awesome people. I've got some great sponsors lined up. This has become something that is very near and dear to my heart, and I'm glad that you guys can be sharing it with me. So without further ado, the first review on Joe of All Vapes. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to Joe of All Vapes, everybody. So the first thing that I want to talk about is a little video segment thing that I'm going to be doing here pretty soon. They're similar to the reviews that I'm doing here, but they're going to be short, little 1-minute video reviews, basically promotions for a lot of companies coming out. There's a ton of brand new companies that are just trying to get their names out, from juice to RDAs to mods. And I'm very grateful to be able to work with a lot of brand new companies that I'm going to be revealing to the majority of you guys on my Instagram account. And of course here, a lot of awesome giveaways, at least one a month that, once again, I am very fortunate to be able to be a part of. So stay tuned for that. I've made a lot of friends last year, made a lot of contacts with all of my review donators, and I haven't forgotten a single one of you. I appreciate you all. Your generosity and support of Joe of All Vapes has meant the most to me, so I really appreciate that. So without further ado, let's get into the review. First of all, I am going to be vaping with my Changeling Mech Mod. Love this guy. This is an interchangeable sleeve, from a brass sleeve to the stainless steel, and I've got my Gladiator RDA. This thing has huge post holes. You can build a quad coil setup on this. So my my sponsor Coil Killer is going to have his hands full, I'm thinking, this year. But anyways, first of all, let's check out the box. It's a flip top box. I love the logo. So I'm going to open up the box. As you can see here, each one of their flavors is listed on the inside flap. And I'll just read them off to you real briefly here. You have Illuminati, Subliminal, Widowmaker, Wildfire, and Treason. And just the flavor profiles real quick. The Illuminati is a refreshing blood orange with sweet undertones of pineapples and strawberries. The Subliminal, sweet and sour Razzmatazz candy. Widowmaker is Bavarian cream infused blueberries. Awesome, right? Wildfire is toasted almond mezzaluna cookie. And the Treason is lemon pudding topped with whipped cream. So this was actually a really fun review for me because these are awesome flavor profiles. Propaganda is a really well-known premium e-juice creator out in the market right now, and rave reviews on all these flavors. Everybody that I talk to locally and online says that, you know, the exact same thing. They all love the flavors, they love the profiles. But I'm a pretty picky reviewer, right? So we're going to break these down one by one. First of all, I'm going to try and get through these as expeditiously as possible without leaving anything out. Incidentally, I am vaping on the Illuminati, so that'll be the one that we'll start with here. Now, I really dig this one. There's 5 flavors, as you saw, out of the box here. And like I said on one of my last reviews, I don't always enjoy every flavor that comes from a brand that is sent to me for review, but I always end up finding some type of redeeming quality, whether or not it be something that I really enjoy. The major factor for me is the quality of the ingredients, right? So we'll break this down here. Now, this is a really refreshing vape for me. I don't know if many of you out there have tasted blood orange, but it is a really unique flavor. It tastes obviously like orange, but it kind of has its own little citrusy undertone going on there. It's sweet and sort of a little bit tart at the same time. And with the pineapple in there, you get a little bit of a tropical twist. The strawberries just kind of makes everything a little bit mellow and sweet to the taste. This is a really nice vape. It's a really refreshing vape, and I find it's a nice change in between a lot of the dessert flavors that I'm usually vaping on. So I really dig the Illuminati. Now the Subliminal, that's the sweet and sour Razzmatazz. This really didn't hit me all that appreciatively, and it's a good quality vape. And first of all of these flavors vape awesome. We're talking about massive cloud production. I'm not quite sure of what the ratio from PG to VG is. I didn't get that information. I probably should have asked. But The Subliminal, you know, I tasted the raspberry. It definitely had a great raspberry taste. It was very sweet to the taste. It was very enjoyable, but I just didn't get that sour punch. And when I'm talking about sour, I'm usually thinking about like those sour belts that, you know, we all grew up with as kids. You get that really overly sweet sour, just kind of, you know, tang in your mouth. And I really didn't get that. I could taste the sour undertones where they were trying to bring it, but I guess for me, I would have wanted something just a little bit more of just a kind of a sock it to me. You know, I see that there's a sweet and sour in there. I tasted the sweet. The sour was very low. Maybe that was their intention. You know, maybe they didn't want to make it so overpowering that, you know, eventually you just wanted to put your vape down. So I do like it. It's a great flavor. I just could have had a little bit more sour for my taste, you know, but hey, maybe it would have overpowered it. I don't know. So, you know, there's the Subliminal. So we'll go to the Widowmaker. And this is the Bavarian cream and blueberry. Great blueberry flavor on this. It was really, really true to blueberries. I love blueberries personally. I know a lot of you guys do too. I didn't get a whole lot of the cream though. And I think what was going on there is the cream was very undertoned, basically just to kind of take a little bit of the bite off the sweetness of the blueberries. Blueberries aren't terribly sweet on their own, but this is a very true to blueberry flavor. Would have wanted just a little bit more of a creaminess to it, but Bavarian cream, if any of you are familiar with that, is kind of a mellow tasted cream anyhow, as it is. Learned that from my culinary days. But, you know, in that event, I think it is a basic, decent balance. Usually when I see that a flavor has cream to it, you're kind of used to that common like whipped creamy kind of, you know, like almost buttery texture to it or something like that. So I had to kind of remind myself, realize, okay, Bavarian cream is a little bit more of an undertone flavor. Just don't expect dollops of cream to be poured over blueberries in the first vape, okay? But it is a very good vape, so I'll give 2 thumbs up on that one. Now we go to the Wildfire, and this is the Toasted Almond Mezzaluna Cookie. This one is badass. This one's definitely my favorite. If any of you have gone, you know, to a Starbucks or your local little cafe or something like that, and you've had a cappuccino with one of those little hard almond biscottis, exactly the same. I mean, this is an incredibly pleasurable vape. It's warm. It's just lustrous. It really hits the, you know, every taste bud. It's a very enjoyable vape. This is an all-day vape for me. I would just, you know, consider sipping on a cappuccino in the morning, kind of kicking my feet back. This is definitely a wake and vape. And if you guys out there have your favorite vapes, which, you know, you'd consider a wake and vape, I strongly suggest you try the Wildfire from Propaganda. It's definitely one of their best out of the 5. It's one of my favorite out of the 5. So big 2 thumbs up on that one. And then the last one is Treason. Lemon pudding topped with whipped cream. This one is a definite A+ for me. Another one of another 2 thumbs up. The lemon cream, the lemon itself really comes through. It basically tastes like if you were to take a lemon meringue pie, scrape the meringue off, put Cool Whip on the top, and just mix it up. It's a really solid combination of the 2 flavors. Very creamy. The cream is definitely there. So that kind of gives you a little bit of a different aspect in between the Treason compared to the Widowmaker, which is the Bavarian cream. Like I said, the Bavarian cream is more undertoned and kind of subtle. But the whipped cream, the lemon pudding here, definitely kind of cools that tart chill from the lemon. And you can taste the tartness in this. The whipped cream is a perfect combination on this. It really is a good vape. This would be another all-day vape for me. It's a very solid flavor. I really enjoyed it. And I'm really glad that they threw it in with the collection of 5 that they sent. So to summarize everything, between the 5 flavors, I'd say there's probably about 2 out of 5 of these that I really enjoy overall. I really like the Illuminati. It's a great refreshing vape. I love the blood orange, the strawberry, and the pineapple. I think is a great combination. Typically a lot of the exotic flavors out there, if they're not done really well, just sort of tastes like any other flavored fruit vape that you're going to find on the market. You know, there's really nothing to signify it separate from, you know, all the other X's and O's. The Subliminal, the sweet and sour Razzmatazz candy, definitely had a good raspberry candy flavor to it, but not a whole lot of sour for me. Like I said, that may have been their intention, just to kind of go subtle with the sour, but it was a good tasting vape, and I did enjoy it. The Widowmaker with the Bavarian cream and blueberries. Like I said, you have to know what you're getting into when you're tasting Bavarian cream with the blueberries. Very true to a blueberry taste, and actually very true to a Bavarian cream taste. Very subtle, very undertoned. Blueberries aren't that strong tasting of a berry as it is, so I think it was a good mix. I personally would have enjoyed just a little bit more of a creamy whipped cream kind of taste to it. But you know what? That's not what they were going for, and they don't make this just for me. So, you know, lo and behold. The Wildfire, the Toasted Mezzaluna Cookie, absolutely can't go wrong with this flavor. It's a great almond, kind of a buttery taste to it almost. You can definitely taste all aspects of the sweet and the cream going on there. It's a very toasty flavor, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. It's very relaxing. Definitely give it a shot. And the Treason, the lemon pudding topped with whipped cream. Beautiful texture to it. Excellent bouquet, great smell, great taste, great flavor. Definitely taste both of everything, was perfectly balanced from the inhale to the exhale. I really enjoyed that. And to be honest with you, that I got all 5 of these flavors, I don't really know which one to start with and which one to switch out. And it's a heck of a good thing I've got a dripper, so that when I'm done with like the first 5 drips, you know, I can try something else out and it's not going to ruin up the flavor too much of the last one. So that is Propaganda e-liquid in a nutshell. And I'm really glad that I waited till the first of the year. Now, typically when a company sends me more than 3 flavors, I really have to bust out a different kind of format in order to sort of scrunch all the information together. You're looking for specific information. You're a consumer just like me, and you know, we want to know that when we're looking at a review, it's going to give us what we're wanting to hear. And I will never give you anything other than sincerity and total honesty. I'm not going to like every flavor that everybody sends me, but I will always find a redeeming aspect to the flavors, especially companies that take the time to put a lot of quality and a lot of heart and professionalism in what they do. Most of the time, generally most of the time, the flavors come out and show me that, you know, that there's a lot of passion in behind what the, you know, just the work that goes into a lot of these products. So Propaganda, I definitely give a Joe of All Vapes 2 thumbs up for 2016. I really appreciate their support for Joe of All Vapes. I definitely suggest you go into Instagram and go to Propaganda ejuice and give them a follow. Check out where it is you can get them at your local shops. If you can't find them at your local shops, get a hold of Propaganda, give them a DM, and let them know. I said, you know, Joe of All Vapes said these are awesome flavors. Where can I get them locally? And they'll always be able to hook you up with a lot of their local dealers in pretty much whatever state that is that they sell it in. So kudos for Propaganda. Give them a shot. I know you're going to love them. And I have tasted these in my sub-ohm tanks as well. Excellent cloud production and flavor, whether you're dripping or whether you're putting it into a sub-ohm. And with my changeling, this is a dripper. Excellent, awesome flavor on this guy. I love drippers personally. I'm becoming a dripper fiend lately. So wrapping everything up, I want to give some shout outs to my awesome sponsors. Obviously, you can see my Kendo Vape Cotton shirt that I got going on right here. Awesome cotton. This stuff is great wicking material, high temp threshold, low flavor retention, which for those of you who don't know what that is, when you're swapping out from one flavor to the next on a dripper and you're done with one and you don't want the flavor, the last flavor that you got to mix in with the next one so you can really taste the great bouquet, that's what I'm talking about. When you're done vaping a flavor with Kendo Vape Cotton, the flavor pretty much goes with the very last inhale. So you're good to go on whatever next flavor that you want to switch around with. It's a great cotton. They're a great company. Definitely go on to Instagram, hit up Kendo Vape Cotton. And of course, I'd never forget my other awesome sponsors. Shout out to my awesome team, Naptown Shooters. These guys got a lot going on in 2016, and I'm happy to be supporting them. They're great guys. Go on to Naptown Shooters on Instagram and check them out. Give them a follow. Tell them that Joe of All Vapes sent you. I want to thank everybody on Instagram that took the time to enter my first annual Joe of All Vapes Flying Dutchman 750 milliliter bottle Blue Plunder contest. And it really turned out to be a great contest. You know, I want to congratulate the grand prize winners, the first, second, and third winners. You guys know who you are. I really hope you enjoy the product. Flying Dutchman Vapors is a great company. I've got a great relationship with them. They were my very first reviews. So I was really lucky to lock in a great relationship with these guys. They're really super cool, easy to work with, and they make some great tasting juice. Definitely give them a try. If you've never tasted the Blue Plunder or the Apparition, or the Scallywag, definitely go into Flying Dutchman Vapor on IG and give them a follow. See what they're all about, and DM them if you can't find any other flavors at some of your local shops as well. I want to give a shout out to Great British Vapes. This guy is a buddy of mine out in Britain, lo and behold. He's a reviewer just like me. He's a really down-to-earth, very cool guy. absolutely loves vaping, just like us. He loves to advocate quality vape culture and help people toss those cigarettes, man. Those are killing people. Vaping is definitely the future. Cigarettes are dead, man. So let's all advocate. Let's all support each other. Go out and on Instagram and look up Great British Vapes. Definitely give him a follow. Check out his videos on YouTube as well under the same name, Great British Vapes. Give him some love. Tell him that Joe of All Vapes sent you. And last but not least, please stay tuned to my Instagram page. Keep watching my YouTube channel. I've got some amazing reviews coming up here for the new year. My log is stacked full, and I almost kind of wish that there were two of me to be able to do this, but I'm kind of greedy when it comes to having this much fun. So I've got some great contests coming up at least once a month throughout the entire year. Some new exciting things in store for Joe of All Vapes that I'm going to be releasing on Instagram first and then YouTube. Some awesome collaborations with some great people out there from all parts of the United States. So please stay tuned for that. I'm really excited about it. And once again, I just want to say thank you so much. You have built up what has become just an awesome idea into something wonderful that I enjoy getting up in the morning and doing with all of you guys out there. I've met some great friends. I've made some great contacts, and I just want to keep this thriving so all of us can keep enjoying what we enjoy here. So please, if you haven't told anybody about my reviews and you like what you see, tell all your friends, all your fellow vapors to check out Joe of All Vapes _2 on Instagram. Give me a follow and keep subscribing. Spread the word for my YouTube channel, Joe of All Vapes. Happy New Year to all of you. I love you all. Till next time, this is Joe of All Vapes. Catch you later, vape heads.